Yo, 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 what's happening? Welcome back to the greatest show on the face of the earth. We are here. We are back in the building. Shout out to the chat. I see y'all pulling up. Stinker Bell, I see you. I'm glad you are in here a little bit early. Shout out to everybody on YouTube and Instagram and all the wonderful places where the wonderful people at Next Level 6663. I see you. I see you all. I see you all, guys. And I hope y'all having a wonderful day. Let me turn this up a little bit. But we got some things to talk about. And we're going to start this off. EJ, who is Magic Johnson's son, doesn't believe in dating gay men. EJ says he only dates straight men. This is what I call delusion on another level. And there's a lot of gay brothers that feel that they only date straight men. To the gay brethren out there, listen, man, once they cross the dick threshold, they're gay. Okay, any man doing that shit with you is a gay man. He could carry himself as very masculine, but my brother, he's gay. The delusion from this, it just kind of drives me fucking crazy because I ain't got nothing against nobody being gay, but just be gay. You know what I mean? Like shit, be who you are, but don't sit and think somehow like what is that? That has to be a syndrome or something. Because if you are messing with somebody that is of the same sex as you, you are gay. By definition, that's not a straight man. You didn't mack him down. You didn't change it. That's some jailhouse shit. That's some jailhouse shit with somebody with no options. But no. So I want to, hopefully y'all can hear this. Let's take a listen. Let's look at this real quick. Let me put this up. This is EJ talking.
I don't attract gay men, and I'm not attracted to gay men. Like,
you attract gay men. Yes, you do.
It's just not a thing.
Tell me more about that.
You know, it's just, I think like if you ask any of the girls, like they'll tell you the same. And I think they're just labels. You know, that's what, like, I don't care what, you know, like I'm dating someone. I'm like, I don't care what you identify as or what you call yourself, as long as you're happy being who you are. But no, but to be honest, it's like, that's why I don't go to gay clubs. I don't go to, you know, gay things, because it's like the men that I attract are not there.
You attracting gay men. Where does this delusion come from? Where does it come from? This is delusion. You are attracting gay. They're gay.
And also, like, they're like, you know, they kind of like wave you off. You're just like, oh, that, you know, hey girl, like, you know, it's not like you're not in here like the rest of us are. You know, it's just, it's always, but I never really understood it until now, because before when I would go and I just was like, there's something about this room. It's like, it's almost like they don't want me here. Like I'm not really in it here because I'm not presenting as a man. I'm not presenting in that way.
And to be clear, the gay community room.
Yeah.
Your own community. Yeah.
But it's not like a shameful thing or
what the fuck? This is, I don't understand. I'm so confused.
Just like, oh, they're mean to me, but it's like, these are not my men in terms of attraction. Now, if I'm just going to have a kiki, sure. But like, these are not the men that are interested in me.
This nigga is 6'10", wears size 17 shoe. Who the fuck? Yo, listen, man. Listen, I guess maybe EJ looking for the down low brothers or something who somehow don't believe they're gay. You know, but this is some jailhouse shit. It seems like you want to go to jail, right? Because I guess none of them niggas in jail consider themselves gay. And I know they're going to yell on my shit because I'm cussing. But I can't help it. Ugh. I wish YouTube would stop that.
In that capacity. I do that when I go to the straight rooms. I don't.
No. EJ, you're gay. The men that like you are gay. And that's okay. These are not straight. You don't attract no straight men. Don't no straight man gonna look at you in the size 17 shoes standing at 6'9" going, ooh, he's a baddie. It's not happening, man. It ain't happening. Oh, man, what happened to Instagram? We're having trouble streaming Instagram. If you ended it on Instagram, then this is expected. I don't know. Maybe my stream ended on Instagram. But anyway, no, EJ is just delusional. And, you know, I respect EJ, whatever the sexuality is, but we can't go around here just lying to one another. We can't live in delusion. Okay? You just can't. So just stop it. And EJ damn near as tall as Magic. EJ about 6'7". EJ about 6'7", 6'8". I would love to see a movie with EJ and Zaya Wade, D Wade's son or daughter, just going to the park, just hooping, just balling, motherfucker. It's almost like a white man can't jump, but it'll just be the two of them and they just hooping. And they gotta get their father back or some shit. That'd be a good movie. I would love to see that. But we're going to keep it moving right along. How y'all feeling today, man? Come on in here, chat. Let me see what we got in the chat. What's up, Antoine Films? Yes, very wild. He looking for a new straight. You say there was a lot of controversy regarding DL men and trans women. Oh, my gosh. I'm with you 100%. T.S. Madison said something similar. I don't get it, man. I don't get it, y'all. I don't know. I'm old fashioned though. I prefer dickless pussy. That's, you know, boneless coochie. That's the kind I prefer. So these new cats is different. It's very, very different. Also, too, is a big thing going around with Michael B. Jordan. Some lady he went to high school with, she's making her way back in the news because this woman called Michael B. Jordan corny when he was coming up. I guess when he was in high school, he was bullied growing up in Jersey, trying to be a thespian. And now this lady, I guess, due to Michael's success, this woman is now seeking sympathy or some type of empathy. And now she doesn't want to even say she called him corny. Let's take a look at this.
Was that serious?
And it's never that deep.
Yeah.
Because that man don't know you. Okay, these celebrities that y'all be fighting for, they don't know you.
But look at the hypocrisy, right? They're mad at her for saying someone was corny in high school that she didn't even say, and then proceed to say things 1,000 times worse than what she said.
10,000 times worse. Yeah. It's crazy.
That doesn't even make sense. And you didn't even say it. And no one has ever said, hey, our bad. We went back and heard the audio. You didn't say it. It was in your friend.
Oh no, people came up to me and was like, "Oh, you know, my fault." But the disrespect was way louder than the apology. I didn't even. One of my homeboys reached out to me like, "Oh, Michael said his bad, yo. It was an article he read. He thought you said it." But you went on all these other publications. Not only that, I have a nationally syndicated morning show. Yeah. Come have a seat and talk about it. You know, the thing that hurts from it, and this is why now I watch what I do, because I was defending him a lot. Think about all the people that were saying many things about this man. And I would always be like, nah, da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. Oh, I don't be defending people like that no more.
It's really crazy. I feel like the internet has created a hate train that is just never going to come off the tracks.
No.
So when do you cut it off?
Now, this woman said she didn't say anything. She never called him corny. This is what she said, because whatever the reason, you know, women often struggle, you know, with accountability. Accountability and women are typically like oil and water. But this is her in another interview where she's speaking on it. Let me see.
That Michael B. Jordan is just like a nice, corny guy. And I don't mean that as a slight, right? I mean, we all know that the nice, corny guys treat you the best.
To be honest with you, we teased him all the damn time because his name was Michael Jordan. Let's start there. And he was no Michael Jordan. And then he also would come to school with headshot. We lived in Newark.
Yeah.
Like that's the hood. You know what I mean? So we would make fun of him, like, what you gonna do with your little stupid headshots? Like,
yeah. So this is her admitting to torturing Michael B. Jordan when he was young. And you know what I mean? Everybody I grew up in South Side of Chicago, they in Newark. They tortured this young man. The man had a dream. He had his head shot in his book bag. And here this bobblehead ass bitch, she was the one to shoot his dream down. But not only shoot it down, she gave him the fuel to push through, which is a great thing. Now that he has become something that she never would have thought, this great actor, Oscar winner, doing blockbuster movies, now she wants some fucking sympathy. No, you don't get sympathy. It's very funny to me how the ones that do the abusing always forget when you come up. I said, what? I said that? What? You lying. And he never forgot. So don't try to shame him because of his success at this point. Just hold your L. If this is how you hold it, right? You just say, look, I did think he was corny. And a lot of black women do, this whole corny thing. That's a big problem in our community. Like, we're so, I think a lot of our wires are so crossed, right? Because you corny in the community as a black male when you young, and this is when we're young. When you come from you corny in the black community when you come from a loving home, when you have dreams and ambition and desire, and you want to be something more than a street nigga, you're corny in the neighborhood. And it's sick. If you ain't got a fucking jail record of baby mamas and all that shit, you're corny. And then when the corny person rises up from the ashes and gets success and then go to shitting on these niggas, it's a problem. Now they bullies. So which one is it? I'm speaking from I'm corny. I'm a corny guy. So which one is it? And they all end up wanting the corny guy after they get all them babies and shit dropped off in them. Now they want the cornball. They looking for a good cornball father for them damn children. But see, that's the issue we have in the community. And tell me I'm lying. Y'all know I ain't lying. Y'all know I ain't lying. So that's where we at. So this young lady needs to just take her L. And then she don't have to take her L lying down. You know what I mean? Just say, listen, this all you got to say, ma'am. All you got to say is, look, I did call you corny, but that gave you the motivation to become who you are. If you say that, you accept it. And that's truth. You said it. He became great. Now you can put yourself back in position. You see what I'm saying? What's happening? We got the Bay in the house. What's happening in Oak Town? I see you in Oakland. You say, but that ain't a community thing. It's a propaganda thing. I mean, peer pressure is real in America. So, yeah, peer pressure is real. But in our community, in the black community, the peer pressure is more pushed upon you playing this certain identity and playing in this certain caricature that would define what you are as a black person, or black masculinity is defined in a box in the black community, almost like we a monolith. So it's like every brother's supposed to be street, hood, because these are the images that have been sold to us. these are the images that have been pushed to us through the mainstream media. So every brother's supposed to be hard and just trauma filled and this overly sexual being to not be considered corny in the community. And that is real. You know what I'm saying? It's the symptom, not the cause. Please talk about set what? I don't know what you're talking about. What Sataneyu? I don't know what you're talking about. You gotta clarify that, bro. You gotta clarify that. You wanted me to talk. I think you trying to get me to talk about Netanyahu. Well, Netanyahu, that's a great. Well, I mean, that's a real crazy transition. But they're saying that he might have passed. I don't know, because when I go on Twitter, Grok is saying it's not true. So I really don't know. I really don't know. And as far as this whole Iran conflict is concerned, it's not really looking too good on the side of the US. It's like, from what I'm seeing and the research that I've done in regards to this whole Iran conflict, is yes, did the US take out 90% of their Navy? Absolutely. Did they sink all their boats? Absolutely. Did they wipe out a large portion of their military? Absolutely. They did all of that. But the problem with this conflict is that Iran still control the Strait of Hormuz, which is a very small strait. Let me pull this up. I'm gonna pull it up. And I'm gonna tell y'all the problems they're having and why they can't. Let me see. Wait, open it up. All right. I'm gonna pull this up. I'm gonna show y'all this. I'm gonna show y'all the problem they having with the Strait of Hormuz. I did a little bit of research. So if y'all can see, right, let me put it up. Damn, it's not big enough. Let me find a bigger picture. Hold on. Let me take this down. I want to find a bigger image so we can learn something today. All right. So this is the Strait of Hormuz. So yeah, the U.S. is attacking Iran viciously, right? So they're tearing everything up. The problem is this Strait of Hormuz. 20% of the world's fuel, gas, and oil passes through. Can y'all see that? It passes through this narrow strait. Now, when these big barges come through this narrow strait, which is only like 20 miles wide, it might be 200 miles wide, 20 miles wide, something like that. But when it comes through, it takes the barge about 6 hours to get through this strait. Okay? So you got these big ass boats, these oil tankers, and it's going to take them about 6 hours to get through that strait. Now, if you look closely, you see the strait has land on both sides. You got all this land surrounded by this strait, which is only like 2 miles away or something from the water. Like it's all in the water. So what's happening when these big ass barges are coming through there? You can Iran could either use a tugboat. They could pull up in 100 tugboats to surround the vessel and just hit it with one rocket launcher. So even if the U.S., for instance, if the U.S. got the aircraft carrier and you got all the people in the sea, right? The boats can scatter. All of them got rocket launchers on them. Even if they wipe out 99% of them, it only takes that one tugboat to blow up that oil tanker. And the missiles they use are so cheap, but you doing like $200-300 million in damage. Also, this strait is filled with land, with underwater sea mines. There are thousands and thousands of sea mines in this strait. Okay? They can detonate those at any given time because the boats are moving so slow. So even though we've covered air, we've covered the water, it's right here in this narrow strait that's the problem. So Iran, they're smart. They're not fighting. They know they cannot face the might of the U.S. military, right? But they're fighting to put us in a global recession, right? Because as they control that, because what's happened now is this. The insurers will not insure anybody passing through this strait right now because it's too high of a risk. So effective now, you can't even go through this strait. Your cargo isn't covered. So what the U.S. tried to do, they tried to back the insurers by $20 billion. They got some fund for $20 billion or $200 billion. However, the insurers are still requiring 5% of the load. So if you got $100 million load, it's $5 million just to get through it, which is super, super expensive. And you still risk the boat being blown up. So it's a very hard thing. The Iran controls the waterway. Because if they did not, this should have been over with weeks ago. So they could come in and bomb all they want. But the more we bomb, the more we fight, and the more we do all these things, what ends up happening is you radicalize other people in the population. So all they need to do now is drive up with trucks on either side of this with the rocket launchers attached and just hit a ship. Boom! And blow it up out of the water. This is what's happening. They cannot get control of the strait. I don't know how they do it. I guess he will eventually have to put ground troops on the ground to try to get in there, but the military doesn't understand the terrain. That a lot of people will go to die. But they understand the water. They're controlling the water. You see, and as they're controlling the water, the boats can't get through. Oil has spiked. So it's going up and up and up. And when we get to $120 or $200 a barrel, our economy is going to spiral out of control. Also, this conflict is causing them to shoot at Israel, and they're shooting at Dubai. Because Dubai and the Saudis had these agreements with the U.S. government. However, Dubai is being destroyed because of all these bombs. They're losing billions of dollars in tourism. It's just a mess. This shit is a whole mess. Now, he's saying every day, I'm going to get control. It won't be much longer. But if this shit lasts to the end of the week, I don't know, man. I don't know if time is on our side. So, I don't know. Did you say this is clickbait? You just came off the title of the show. We already talked about that. I say one title, then we go through some other stuff. But what are you? What is this? Clickbait. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, it's not looking good. I must say, it's not looking good. They haven't got control of this. I don't know how they do it. I mean, I guess they could come in and you block off a 20 to 30 mile radius on both sides of this strait. And then also they need to come in and block. I guess they need to just block off 30 mile radius of the waterway, the strait. And then they got to figure out how to clean up the landmines in there. I really don't know. It's rough. It's looking rough, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think these people had anything against the U.S. I don't even think they was a direct threat. I believe to a large extent we are being controlled. Our American government is being controlled by Israel. Because when you look at it, we only get 2% of our oil through this strait. So I don't understand it. I don't understand it. So it's what it is, guys. It is what it is. Somebody said a bot hater. Shout out to Gaddafi. Okay. We're going to move right along. I know I make very, very weird transitions when I'm on here talking to y'all. And I don't care. Anyway, we about to make this other transition. Krishan Rock. If y'all don't know who that is, that's the girlfriend of this rapper named Blueface. They have a child together. I don't even know if this is his biological child, but the child clearly has some type of issues. And this young lady doesn't want to admit to that, even though the doctor says what's going on. So let's take a look at this. This is the young lady. Now why I can't, oh, here we go. Sorry, y'all. Bear with me.
Blueface doesn't seem active in the child's life because of his disability. My son does not have a disability. He is developing at his own pace and hitting his milestones in his own timing. Every child is different, and I'm confident in his growth. If I said it, he had a disability, then he... Right, but it's like, don't tell me. I ain't saying, not even just that. It's like saying if someone, a doctor, anybody speak against your kid or yourself, then you should not accept it, bro. Yeah. Anybody, yeah. If they're guessing or whatever, no, the word said what the word said. God said what the God says. I don't have to accept what you.
No, baby. If the doctors say that baby got a disability, I'm pretty sure you want to treat the disability.
So it's really like me, like protecting a revelation that I heard from the Lord over my son. Yeah. Like, I can't wait when my son start walking and talking. I'm gonna just be like, exactly.
That baby like 4 years old and ain't walking and talking yet. That's a real issue.
Like I told y'all. I told y'all. He told y'all. Yeah. Shoot, I was just relaying the message. It's like one of those.
Yeah, I mean, but look, you know, the young lady is tatted up all on the neck and missing a tooth. So what can we expect? You know, and I feel so sorry for that baby. That's why I think, like, I know this sounds crazy because a lot of us wouldn't be here, but I think people should take a test or something before they have children. Before you allowed to have children, you should have to pass like a certain test or something. Now, because think about it, you know, you got to take a test for driver's license. You got to take a test for your gun license. You got to take all kind of tests. Shouldn't a test be required when you're bringing human life into the world? But to show you why you don't take a test, to show you how dumb the population is, because if people had to take the test, our population would die off. Because it wouldn't be enough people that would pass. You see what I'm saying? So it just shows you how cooked we are in society. But dear, you got to get that boy some help. You can't. I think that baby got fetal alcohol syndrome. And to the young ladies, you can't. You know, a lot of these young girls, they want to drink and smoke and be pregnant And you just can't do that. That's gonna hurt the baby. And that's gonna fry that baby's brain cells. So you have to be careful. Shout out to everybody that went to the Houston spring break weekend. Also, too, if you were there and you were over 40, you really need to re-examine your life and try to figure something out. I just think at a certain age, you shouldn't even have a desire to want to be at spring break weekend in Houston, right? Like at a certain age, you should be like, no. I saw some of the pictures at that spring break. I was frightened. It frightened me. It was just packed and kids everywhere. It looked like it stank out there. It was just, oh God, I couldn't. I got nauseous looking at it, man. They just running around. They just lost. These lost children who probably won't even have jobs because of AI. But a nurse came in and she did a report on the STD rate in Houston. Houston has a very high STD rate. I believe Houston right now is number 1 in the nation for HIV and a lot of other STDs. And this young lady,
spring break, and
this young lady did a report. Let me bring this up for you guys. It's a nurse who did this report.
in honor of spring break and all y'all going to Houston, I'm going to tell y'all what the STD rate has been from 2025 to 2026 in case you decided to go out there and hunch. Yeah, this for you. I just thought somebody was calling me. Okay, syphilis has surged all the way up to 79% in the year 2025 leading into 2026.
Syphilis is up 79%. Okay, I don't know who was out there. I saw TikTok videos of y'all doing the one night stands. Y'all just put your dick on a very hefty crap table.
HIV has surged and increased in 17%.
HIV is up 17%.
Gonorrhea, chlamydia has surged 32%. And the ages are from 15 to 24 years old with that. All the hot spots where they're saying like the main sources of these STDs are coming from: Montrose, downtown, OST, South Union area. The demographic is Black people, Hispanics, whites, ranging from the ages 15 to 35. Yeah, so if you went to Houston for spring break, I hope you didn't hunch nobody out there. Thank you. Have a good day. Be safe. Have fun.
No wonder why all them kids was running around on that beach, because they all on fire. They out there pissing razor blades, and they're in trouble. The kids in trouble. It's bad. It's bad. And then they were doing TikToks showing the one night stands they were sleeping with, putting it on the TikTok, and these were men doing this. I ain't never seen no men act like this. This is crazy. We are in lost. We just lost as a society right now. We are lost, man. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. We're gonna move right along too. I don't know if y'all are traveling right now, but it's really, really bad. The TSA agents are not getting paid. They haven't gotten a check in 3 or 4 weeks because we have a government shutdown. So like right now, we're in the middle of a war, a government shutdown, gas is high, and we on the brink of a worldwide recession. I don't think we're looking good in the next week. I think we're going to teeter-totter. I think we're in big, big trouble. Right now, this is some pics from the airport. This is the airport. People have had to sleep in the airport because the TSA agents, they quitting. They like, hell no, I can't stay here. They don't have no money. And I'm just gonna let that. I'm gonna turn the music off, but you can see they setting up sleeping areas. They putting cots down for everybody to sleep inside of the airport. I think it's like 5 to 6 hour waits right now or something insane. It's just not looking good. And it's very, very unfortunate. I want to give my shout out and thank all the TSA agents that are out there working and trying to do the best they can and, waiting to get the back pay through the government. But it's very, very sad. All these people in line, and these people, the TSA agents are pressured to quit and they got to go to their other job so they can get a check. And I just think it's very sad and it's sickening that our government will not release funds for these hardworking everyday Americans. Meanwhile, these congressmen and senators and shit, they not missing no damn check. It's very sad. It's very sad. As a matter of fact, I want to look at the wait times. I want to see the wait times in let's see if I can see I want to see if I can see the wait times in Atlanta. Let me see. Let me look that up. ATL Airport wait times. It's not looking too bad in Atlanta right now. Right now you got a 90-minute wait time in international, 58 minutes in domestic at the main checkpoint. North checkpoint, 8 minutes. Lower North is closed, and pre-check only checkpoint is about 7 minutes, which is good. So if you're going through Atlanta, you want to go to the North checkpoint or pre-check. Well, that's just pre-check only. Oh man, I don't know what so it's 60-minute wait right now in Atlanta. So they look like they're trying to get it done. This is true, Virgil Magnificent. We just had that conversation. We done moved down the road. I just title. When I do these streams, I just give it a big title so people can come in and check it out. But we talked about that for 20 minutes. You missed it in the beginning, but I do agree with you. A gay man cannot date a straight man. Absolutely. They got a 4-hour delay going on in Dallas. Shout out Next Level 663 for giving us that information. And Gaddafi comes in and said illegal immigrants, they ain't the problem. Your billionaires are. I would have to agree with you. I would definitely have to agree. We're going to keep it moving. Y'all enjoying the show so far? I've been trying to do them every single day. I'm in here fighting. And I got to, you know what I got to start doing? I got to start collecting emails from y'all after each show. I got to do an email collection.
And that we just have to pick up the phone and call the right people, and just like we did in Venezuela.
Yeah, this whole war is just not working out the way that Trump thought it would. I think when he went and snatched up Maduro in Venezuela, he just thought everybody would just bow down. But the people of Iran, they not budging, bro. They just not. So shout out to what's up? Shout out to Smitty. Tell your wife Natasha I said what up, bro. Tell her I said what's happening. The Melanie. No, I didn't see. Tell me about the Melanie documentary. What is that about? You mean Melania? I didn't watch that shit. Why would I watch some shit like that? Why would I watch the documentary of a literal mail order bride, bro? That shit's stupid. Like, it don't even make sense. I don't even know why they gave her a documentary. I appreciate that, Gaddafi. I appreciate you, brother. All right, we got, here go the economic advisor. Am I still hell? Hell yeah? You don't think I'm doing stand up? No. Wait a minute. Hold on. We got to stop the press here. What gives you the idea that I'm not doing stand up, bro? Because this will help me to see where I'm not connecting with the people. What gives you the idea I'm not doing stand up? You over on the YouTube page, I got 90 hours of stand up on my YouTube page. What would give you the impression that I'm not doing it? Please let me know, bro. Come in here and let me know, big dog. No, look, we have to talk about this, man. You didn't think I was doing stand up? Everything I do revolves around stand up. I'm doing this podcast to make connections, so maybe one of y'all will want to buy a ticket and check me out. Bro, I ain't got nothing but stand up floating around. I got to do something to connect better. Shout out. What's up, man? Man, we just sitting here vibing, Mr. Brown. Ain't nothing going on. We just talked about topics of the day and what's going on. He's a bully. That's how bully. And then they meet the one who is not afraid. He has no idea what to do at this point. Yeah, I don't think he knows what to do. I think you're right. Truth and love. That's a great point. We're going to listen to Kevin Hassett in regards to the markets right now. Let's see what's going on.
Fundamentally sound, and that
let's take a look. All right, let's see what they're talking about here.
The U.S. economy is fundamentally sound, and that if it were to be extended, it wouldn't really disrupt the U.S. economy very much at all. It would hurt consumers, and we'd have to think about, if that continued, what we would have to do about that. But that's like really the last of our concerns right now, because we're very confident that this thing is going ahead of schedule. The U.S. economy is fundamentally sound, and that if it were to be extended, it wouldn't really disrupt the U.S. economy very much at all. It would hurt consumers, and we'd have to think about, if that continued, what we would have to do about that. But that's like really the last of our concerns.
He's so full of shit. That crude price is at 104.38. When that WTI crude go over 100, 120 a barrel, we're gonna suffer. Okay, it's called fucking inflation. And nobody can speak. This guy can't say nothing, because then Trump will get on his ass. Like, nobody can even speak the truth to this shit. Nobody. It's looking scary in New York. It look like some shit happened in New York, y'all. This is going on right now in Manhattan. Oh my God. It looked like it's just a fire in the building.
I was like, why is the guy coming with coffee? No, it's getting a lot.
This is some fire that broke out in Manhattan that's going on right now, guys.
Central Station right now. Please be advised there's no effect to the building. We might see ashes coming off the glass, but that's not a factor right now. Again, this is just an announcement. Thank you.
It's pretty scary because of 9/11. Man, New York is interesting. I like to visit New York. But yeah, I don't think it's a big issue, guys. There's no I don't think there's any big threats or anything like that. Oh, look like the lines are backing up again. These are the lines at the airport right now. These are the TSA lines in Atlanta. Y'all can take a look. That was at 9:15 a.m. It might be moving along now. I don't know, but that's wild. That's wild. Here's a young lady talking about, so a woman faced backlash for saying men shouldn't wear long or painted fingernails. Can you believe that in 2026, the woman is facing a backlash for that? This is wild.
I don't care how progressive we get as a society. I don't want to see long nails on a man. I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to see your pinky nail, your index fingernail. I don't know. That's not cute. And then you have it to be dirt.
I ain't gonna lie. That's kind of gay. Hold on one second. Hello? I know. Where you at right now? What is it on? Is it still on 28? You just rolled out? Yeah, I think that need to be looked at. You can't run it. I think you go to Wale. He can go over there by Wale real quick before you go. It shouldn't put you too far off the time. Is it dropping? I noticed it today. I tried to go to Wale. They wasn't open. That's why I got home late. But let me wrap this podcast up, and I'm gonna call you right back. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it ain't nothing cool about that, y'all.
I don't care how progressive we get as a society. I don't want to see long nails on a man.
Yeah, I don't. That look, that shit gay. I'm just saying, man. I be seeing dudes, and I know they might not be gay, but they look gay with that shit. You know what I mean? No knock to any of my gay fans. You know what I'm saying? But it looks hella suspicious, you know? Very, very suspicious. Yeah, low tire pressure. I tried to get that to my tire man, but the shop wasn't open. Yeah, man, I be popping up on here like every day, so pull up on me, man. I agree with you, Gary Jason. Shout out to Gary Jason Lewis. If the TSA don't get paid, neither should Congress. I 100% agree. I would agree. Quick question. Have y'all been watching The Breakfast Club? Has anybody been watching The Breakfast Club? Look like The Breakfast Club is going obsolete. Or am I hating? Is The Breakfast Club becoming obsolete or am I hating? Chime in on that and let me know. Y'all ain't been watching The Breakfast Club since they left YouTube? It's kind of weird. Now they got video of Nipsey Hussle's brother, Black Sam, I guess trying to explain something. Oh, wow. Y'all ain't been watching it at all. Damn. This is Black Sam, brother Nipsey Hussle. Looks like he's arguing with somebody in front of the Marathon Burger spot. Let's take a look.
Niggas can't be serious, man.
See, this is the thing. This is the thing. Now the man lost his brother in front of the burger stop, right? We lost Nipsey to gang violence and just some bullshit. Now Black Sam is in front of the store arguing with this nigga. This is what has to happen. You can't straddle the fence with these niggas. You gotta say, we gonna put your ass in jail. Fuck all that talking. Get security out there and put their asses in jail. Okay? You get sheriffs, you get everybody, and you let the community know. All that straddling the fence shit is not going to work. Because when you dealing with niggas that need attention and are willing to sacrifice their life so they could get a shot or a shine or whatever, they don't care about anybody but themselves. So niggas' ass have to go to jail. Hire me, Black Sam. I'll walk out there and tell them niggas what it is. I say, you can stay here, but this is what's going to happen. And listen, I believe in you. I believe y'all the toughest, scary street niggas ever. But when the cops come, kick their ass. And when they send other backup in, kick their ass till you get to the U.S. government. But this is not going to work. You can't straddle the fence with that shit. That's where we fuck up at. When I tell you I'm not no street nigga and I'm going to press charges, I'm going to try to send you up the river, I'm going to be way more evil than that white man can ever be towards you, because I feel that as a black person, when you coming to me with this shit, with threats, and you want to be your big, tough street nigga self, you're treasonous and you're working behind enemy lines. And that is the worst that you can do. So fuck around and find out. So, yeah, but Black Sam, call the police, man. Just have a police presence. Get you some security. Had them white boys standing out there in sheriff uniforms, them niggas gonna disappear. But you don't need to be out. You don't even need to talk to them. That ain't nobody to talk to. Ain't nobody to talk to. Gary Jason Lewis says The Breakfast Club is a relic of a bygone era. I stopped watching them a while ago before they went to Netflix because Charlemagne is a troll. He says some foul shit. I agree. And that's right, man. See, that's why I love y'all, because we all black people here. We understand. We just want peace and love and prosperity. We don't want to take from one another. We not trying to section off the community by gang colors. We not pressing each other. It's what it is. Yeah. Yeah, we just want to live.
B. Jordan, seeing somebody that he grew up.
Let's see what Joe Budden got to say about this Michael B. Jordan thing. Y'all gonna just hear the voice, but let's see what he's saying. This is about sinners.
B. Jordan, seeing somebody that he grew up with that he heard called him corny, and now it's his first time I've been face to face with you.
Well, no, you corny ass nigga, because she ain't even say it.
Let me finish.
No, you corny ass nigga, because she ain't even say it.
She stood on it though.
So you didn't hear it.
She said we said. She did say we said.
No, I'm talking to him.
But my point is this. Now look how the tables have turned. You sitting here kissing my ass, interviewing me, and that's how he feels.
Whoa.
And I ain't gonna say kissing his ass.
And that makes him a corny nigga.
That's corny.
That makes him a corny nigga, like I keep saying about this nigga forever.
So can I tell a story?
Hold up.
Yes.
She is there doing her job.
True.
That's what she's there doing.
I'm agreeing.
She's not there.
I'm not.
So when you say kissing his ass, I don't take it that way. I don't even know if she
I want to retract that because she wasn't kissing his ass. She was definitely doing her job. But again,
very professional.
How she handled it and pivoted, it was dope. So now we face to face. I feel like I want to get my shit off. That's a possibility. A lot of people do that in the industry.
So let me tell you.
Dog, you doing that to a girl is some corny nigga shit.
I can see that.
You being
That is
Michael
true.
B. Jordan today, allegedly sexiest man alive.
I don't agree with Joe. I don't agree, bro. You can't tell the bullied how to react to the bully. You know, if the young man, when he was a young man, and she called him corny or whatever, and he felt ostracized, that's how he felt. How do you tell the bully how to, you can't do that. Because if that's the case, you can never complain about the white man. I don't want to hear none of that shit. You can't complain about the white man, the industry, none of that shit. You can never be the bully. Listen, you can never tell the bullied how to react to the bully. It's crazy.
All of these blockbuster movies during your highlight week. You've probably never been more visible than you are right this second. And that's what you do to her. And if I bring back them white girl rumors, then it's going to sound even crazier. Because why you talking to our sisters like that on the red carpet? We only ain't talking to white bitches like that. But I'm not going to make it racy. They say I make everything racy. That was corny of him to speak to that girl like that.
I'm not disagreeing. I would have made
Michael B. Jordan. That's why niggas call you corny.
Off air. I would have made a joke off air like, word.
Hey, Creed. Hey, what's this nigga's name?
I wouldn't have did that in front of
Hey, Creed. In case you were confused, that corny ass shit you did is why niggas think you corny.
Yeah.
In case you were off a little bit as to why you niggas keep thinking that money high.
Oh, God. I'm so tired of this talk about who's corny. What's corny? Everybody's corny. Everybody. I don't want it. That's so weird. That is so weird. Uh-oh. Let's see what a Trump supporter got to say. Ooh, next level said Joe talk like this and this beat up woman. And look, shout out to the $2. Thank you for the $2, brother. That's real, man. I appreciate that love, man. Straight up. Next level 6663 hit me with the $2 blessing. Thank you, man. I'm going to put something up and I got to go run to the restroom real quick.
I'm a dear friend, and I will tell you right now, I do not recognize our president. I think that we are an occupied nation. I think that a foreign country has occupied our government. And we are seeing now that this president of the United States of America is.
Be right back, y'all. Okay. All right. Let's go back to what he was talking about here. Thank you guys for waiting.
Being influenced by a foreign government. And MAGA, let me tell you right now, MAGA is dead. It is deader than dead, and Americans are furious. We do not recognize President Donald J. Trump anymore.
Damn, boy, the white folks said they've had enough of Trump. MAGA is done. So my prediction is the midterm elections will bleed blue. Donald Trump will be a lame duck president, and they'll try to impeach him. That's what's going to happen. Because this shit I don't even know why we shouldn't even be over there fighting these people, bro. I think the economy would have been doing just fine. I believe like Iran, talking about they had some uranium or some shit. They was a threat, a nuclear threat. They were not. I don't believe that shit. This is a bullshit war. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. This war makes zero sense, bro. It don't make no sense. We already in a $37 trillion deficit, and then you spending more money to go over and fight a threat that don't even exist, man. It's crazy. And these people are fighting back. They're like, hell no, we're not about to lay down. And you can't blame them. You can't blame them. So it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous, guys.
I've been a loyal.
I'm gonna stay on here I'm staying on here. We're gonna do 2 hours today. We are cooked. Let me show y'all something. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this. This isn't a fly. This is a drone. Look at it.
China has revealed a mosquito-sized drone designed for silent surveillance and covert military missions.
When I tell you, bruh, we are cooked. You see that little ass drone? That shit crazy. Okay. What about the Iranians who support? Do they doubt or just the dissent? I'm sure they doubt too. I mean, I think the MAGA party's done. I don't believe her. He will call them in for a private meeting, make promises of gaining wealth. I don't know, man. I think we too far gone, man. I think we too far gone. Are you saying what the hell? Bro, that's a whole fly. That's a drone. It's crazy. That's how they're going to be spying on people.
China has revealed a mosquito-sized drone.
What is this? I guess this must be showing all the mines in the Strait of Hormuz.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah, you see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they got mines all on the seafloor bed. It's crazy. It is crazy. Oh, this is so, oh my God. Who did this? Look at this, man. I got to show y'all this. This is crazy. So somebody, master student here, wrote this hit piece. Influencers are not celebrities. They are talentless. Black American entertainment has taken the biggest hit when it comes to this. Y'all make anybody famous now without even having talent. Rappers' baby mothers get famous. No talent. Glorilla's sister famous now. No talent. Most of the skit comedians, real rob jobs from actual comedians. Rap media controlled by lame streamers. No talent. Rappers get famous for dressing, etc. No real talent. Influencers get forced into black films with no talent. Black movies are already bad enough. Influencers plague the final BET Awards. More influencers than actual talented celebrities. There is nothing but 100% truth and facts in this. But the saddest part about all of this shit is the people. So it's like a mind fuck of everybody that buys into the no talent people. And it's also what the algorithm continuously pushes. It is crazy. That shit is truth, man. It's the truth. But one day, I'm sure the people will wake up and y'all will realize, you know, you maybe you'll revert back to talent and understand that when you go to get the picture with whoever that big influencer is that is talentless, or whoever the person is has no talent, when you take the picture with them or you post with, nobody gives a fuck. When y'all figure that out and start really going out to enjoy yourselves, and I'm going to say this, when it comes to the black community and talent, we would have bested all this shit because we gatekept, right? Black people would let you know you wasn't shit very fast. But now y'all don't. I watched, back when I started doing comedy, like I say, I would get booed out my shoes, man. Black people wasn't having that shit. And then you will go develop you something that was really funny and good. But now y'all will just sit through some bullshit. And I guess out of fear, you don't want to be caught being a hater or something. You just won't say nothing. You just sit there, which is fucking weird to me. It's so sad. It's so sad what's happened to entertainment in our community. Life is imitating art. We've seen this kind of nanotechnology move. Oh, yes, you talking about for that fly. I was talking about talent. People have always loved look at Drake XD. Drake? Who is Drake XD? Drake was nice now. Don't do that. Yeah, Showtime at the Apollo, they didn't care, bro. You had to come with it, bro. Black people didn't have time. Now they got all the time in the world. They want to be docile and lie and shit. The saddest thing that's happened is this whole internet has made like Hollywood spill out of the bottle. And what I mean by that is in Hollywood, everybody's fake. So nobody wants to necessarily diss anybody or shit on anybody. And I'm not even saying that's a good thing to shit on people, but I'm saying nobody wants to give any real critique about what's funny, what's not funny, or what's good, what's not good, out of fear that the person will deem them a hater and they won't get a job or get hired on the job, or they feel like this person might blow up or some shit. And that's spilled out into the whole entire nation. So everything is fake now. Yeah, we had a standard, bro. When you think about our artists, when you think about our comedians back in the day, you think about a Bernie Mac, a Martin, a young Chris Tucker. Oh my God, it was just too many to name, dog. Your Cedric Entertainer back in the day, your DL back in the day, bruh, it was so many, man, that were just dogs, man. Just absolute dogs. You could watch Comic View back to back to back. Somebody on there killing. Def Jam, they killing. I don't know what the fuck happened. Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, Robin Harris, real chops, bro. Real chops. PC culture, hell yeah, it ruined all this shit. It ruined all this shit. Gary Jason says, Kevin Hart is not funny to me as a stand-up. He is, I have a very talented, I like him in films on Real Husband Hollywood. I'm going to tell you something. And this is real. And this ain't no dick riding shit or nothing like that. I've worked with Kevin. As a matter of fact, the first time I saw Kevin perform live, I was doing, first time I saw Kevin perform live, I was on this show called Jamie Foxx Laugh-A-Palooza. And I only knew Kevin as the dude.
And when that didn't happen, then you now have to move into this next best thing, if you will. And what you're
click on. I didn't ask you to click on. But anyway, so I saw Kevin perform 2006. This was Jamie Foxx Laugh-A-Palooza. Let me tell you something, man. Very funny, polished. He just had it. He had it, bro. And that was in 2006. He blew up 3 years later in 2009 where he really hit. He went to the moon after the Shaq All-Star Comedy Jam thing. Only a handful of comics. Well, now even less than a handful because the way the internet and technology has changed things. But only a very, very limited amount of comedians will make it to that level of success as a stand-up comedian. And I would never say that the man is not funny, but I will say when you get that big, bro, it's very, very difficult to come up with material, even have something in common with people. You know, because he traveled like a rock star and shit, you know, private jets. And he got a lot of corporate relationships that he can't, he's kind of in a golden cage in a sense. Like, and I'm sure he envied Dave's freedom. Like Dave Chappelle will still go pop up in a bar or somewhere. He'll go pop up, do a small room for 2-3 hours. He's like really in the streets. But Kev is just living this big, big life. And it's hard. You know, you get to a comic, every comic is most comics will hit that kind of where they trough. You know, comedy goes like this. You going up a little bit, then you go back down, then it goes over, then it goes around, then you come up, then it go like that and like that, then it troughs off, then you come up a little bit. And then some of them, all that shit will happen, then you go up, then you hit a peak. And you know, you kind of just fade out. And I think like that's where Kevin is. I would not say that the man funny, man. He's funny, bro. He is. I'm not just saying it because I be telling it. Niggas, a lot of these niggas ain't funny to me. Now, Kevin's last stand-up, no, it wasn't good. That shit was not good. Neither was Cat. Cat Williams' last stand-up was not good. And the reason being is because when comedians do shows, you get the realest reaction from a show in front of like 30 to 100 people, right? If you do a room with 200 people, that's a good, good room. Low ceilings, intimate audience. Now you know if your shit is working or not. A lot of bigger acts, Cat, Kevin too, they go work on their material on their tours. So if you working out your material on your arena tour, which is what a lot of guys do, I'm sorry, but they do this. They work out their material on these arena tours. And what happens is you get a false sense of laughter because you're in an echo chamber. If you put a man in the State Farm Arena and there's just a few laughs, that shit echoes and it's going to bounce around the room and it's going to seem louder than it actually is. Because when you come out with a level of celebrity and the people already know you and they already have empathy for you, they're going to give you those empathy laughs, but it's not real. It's an artificially inflated laugh. So by the time you get to the special, you put that shit on TV and it go out, it ain't shit. And then all your opening acts and people around you are kissing your ass because they need their check. They live off of you, so they need the money. So that's why when comedians, like being a comedian, like being a MMA fighter, I go into places where people don't know me. I'll go somewhere where nobody's never seen me before. And I'm in a room of 50, 60 people. I grab that mic. I'm going to make them laugh. I'm going to invoke that emotion out of them. You see what I'm saying? That's a different level, man. That shit is different. And audiences typically miss the best comedians because a lot of y'all go out to see somebody that's hyped up, a big level of fame, shit like that. But your best comedians are the ones you barely know, the ones you barely heard of. Like if you just give a live open mic a shot, you will be blown away at the talent that you see out there. Like for real. I have opened for people. I have blown their ass out the water. And I tell you, I bomb from time to time too. But I get down. You know what I mean? Now, I'm building my own table. I don't want to be opening for nobody at this point in the game, even though it's hard. Ticket sales get rough, get low sometimes. Sometimes I got to cancel shows. But it's okay because it's all a part of the plan. No, Cat is funny, but that last special was not. I'm sorry. It wasn't. That last special wasn't it, bro. I don't give a fuck. I don't need the nigga to live. So I'm just calling it what it is. The more sponsors you have, the less. Yeah, I mean, and then too many spots. Yeah, exactly. But then at the end of the day, motherfuckers want that money, man. You talking about, I don't fault the comic for getting this paper neither. You talking about people, man, listen, man. People be starving in this shit, bro. This shit is not for the faint of heart. Kevin comes from poverty like you have never seen before. Go to North Philly. You're going to be like, when the fuck did the war end here? He comes from real poverty with a hole in the ceiling. So I'm not going to knock that man for getting all the money he can. Because at the end of the day, you know, even being an entertainer, shit, you got to window, bro. It's only for so long. You got to get the money and get out of there. Especially now, the way this shit done changed. Make a Florida beat on. How do I make a beat on stream? What I got to do? How I make a beat on stream? What the fuck? Yo. Oh no. What is this?
Yo. I'm gonna do my whole podcast in this voice. This is the voice when somebody's telling. So when he walked in, he pulled the gun on Tony. Okay? He took Tony out. I'm just telling y'all what happened because I need to go back home and be with my family. But Tony shot him. Now, can I leave this jail now?
Y'all like that? Let me see. I'm not trying to get you in a comedy, but what are your thoughts on Corey Holcomb County? Corey is not spiraling downhill. Corey has his own audience, bro. What y'all fail to realize is Corey got his audience. The 5150 family is a very strong group, and they're going to support Corey. Corey built that from the ground up, and they rock with him. So it ain't even no beef. I'm just calling it what it is. Corey show still sold out. Corey ain't missed a beat. And Corey's very, very funny, man. Don't get it twisted. Very funny. He took some L's. He had a lot of, but that's, his show is controversial. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't even call him no L's though. Them people love him over there. No, I should use that voice when I'm talking about a comedian.
I mean, I think he still has it. He will still get the money. That's all I'm saying.
What if they put that voice on you and it can't come off? Everybody know you done told. Everybody know you a federal informant.
After I left the police station, my voice has been stuck like this. I don't understand it. They told me just to say what I know, and then I leave and my voice stays like this. Now people gonna know I've been telling. Fuck.
I like that. I like that, dog. What is this? Oh no. Let me go back. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Hello.
Yo, no. A thought. A joke.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Oh, shit. I can sit up here and talk like this, you know what I'm talking about? We in this bit. They call me Big Va. Y'all don't know nothing about no Big Va. What the hell you talking about? Huh? You feel me? I like this. I'm about to play with all this. Oh, man. Yes, sir. I'm going to talk like this till y'all get sick of the voice. Let me see. We can't have selective outrage. All that stuff Corey did was old and already settled. But what about motherfuckers that Camel being on that island? Folks turning a blind eye.
That was a good one. What'd you say? Do it in T.I.? Well, that depends on what you feel to be that is T.I.'s voice. However and whenever, but indubitably speaking, we must begin to not necessarily idolize others, but we have to know that. Did y'all like that one? They love that fucking T.I. That was my biggest joke when I was a younger comic. He reminds me of it. You wouldn't have a career if it wasn't for me. If there would be no LaVar Walker, you would not have a career if it was not for T.I. You did that. And you ain't even gave me no money. Where your money at? I could sit there all day playing with this. What's up, Latanya Phillips Fishing? Gina Rodriguez. Just a small robot.
This is a small robot. Bitch, give me your money.
Yeah, what's gonna happen when you buy that Optimus robot from Elon Musk? And the robot be like,
bitch, I'm tired. I don't want to keep cleaning up anymore. I'm not playing this shit.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I got some more sound effects on here. I ain't never played with this stuff. This nigga say, do the big red voice from 5 Heartbeats. Let me tell you something. Gary, shout out to Gary Jason. You be coming up with some, do the big red voice. My office hours are 9 to 5. I don't even remember how he talked. Big shout out Nashville. We got the Cashville in the house. I see you, big dog. Raymond Johnson, what's going on, buddy? Damn, Raymond, you make sure you in the picture with your woman. Ain't nobody taking your woman. Look at Raymond. Look at Raymond's Facebook pic. Raymond like,
you goddamn right. We gonna be together. You know what I'm saying? Because if anybody look at my woman, they need to see me. Because I ain't playing that shit. Oh, God.
You said that the T.I. voice is, well, that all depends on what you feel or believe to be the T.I. voice. You did that. All right, guys, I did about 1:35. You know what? I'm just gonna take it to 2 hours. I don't give a damn. I don't care anymore. Me no care. Y'all say y'all crying. Y'all know another voice I've been working on, that Vernon Maxwell. Man, that motherfucker Michael Jordan, man, I couldn't play that man, that motherfucker get that goddamn ball, man, I couldn't do shit with him, man. Man, that motherfucker's shoes, I'd see up under that nigga's shoes so fast, man, that motherfucker was something else, man. Nothing I could do. Little Pimp was your favorite cartoon? The hell you been watching, LaToya? Little Pimp. I don't remember Little Pimp. I don't remember that, baby.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I went, man, that goddamn big African, man. That motherfucker slapped the shit out of me so hard, man. That motherfucker got me, man. That goddamn that big African. Because, you know, I would spit on the floor, you know. We were playing a game, man. I'm spitting. That motherfucker came.
Vernon, what are you doing?
I said, man, fuck this shit, man. That big old African man slapped my ass, man. Shit. That motherfucker like he used to put his hands on the concrete and just sand them, man. That shit, man. But I tell you what, when I got back in that goddamn locker room, I cleared that some bitch out. I went and got my pistol for that big motherfucker.
You say Trump voice. You know, when I go, let's see. It all depends on what you want to do. It all depends. We're going to get the Strait of Hormuz open. We're going to get gas pumping. We're going to get gas pumping. Got to get it pumping. I am no competition for Godfrey, bro. That Godfrey's a dog with them impressions, dog. He ridiculous. He is ridiculous. When I talk on the phone to Godfrey, bro, he will have a whole conversation with me, and it wherever, like when he talking about old stories and shit, he turns into every person where he's sharing an old story on his journey, bro. He fucking that motherfucker's he crazy. Oh, shout out, we got another. Oh, damn, wrong thing. Got another $2. Another $2 from Bennett All In It. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for that super chat. You are the best. Yeah, that's a bad. He one of the top 5, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when it comes to stand up right now, and you know what's so crazy? It's almost an atrocity to me that he doesn't get his just due. And when I say his just due, I don't understand when I watch this man, like why he not selling out theaters. Why is he not selling out arenas and shit? Because he got it. Like, but that's just comedy. Comedy is so unjust. It's so unkind. And you could be the funniest person in the world, bro, and can't make $1 doing this shit. And that is the unjust part about comedy. Yeah. We been up here. Y'all been rocking with me for a minute. Ooh, YouTube is showing up and showing out. Shout out to everybody. I ain't about your boy, man. Y'all in the building right now. This is love. Facebook, all them followers. Facebook is really becoming a pointless platform that I could probably do without. Like, it's ridiculous, dude. They lock away your people over there. It is so sad. Facebook is sad. I don't know what's going on, but they become a very, very sad place. Who that? What's up, Samara? Shout out to Samara. She in the house. Samara's a terrific woman. Great woman. Thanks for tuning in, Samara. Good person, terrific lady. Great lady. Twitter got a crowd, but I still don't have a lot of people watching on Twitter right now. Well, shout out, there's like 15 on Twitter, but all the action on this stream is on YouTube, definitely, bro. So I appreciate you watching. Samara, where you stay at? Where you live at, Samara? What part of the world are you hitting us up from? Let me know. I just blocked somebody on Instagram. It feels good to block people, right? She out there in the Bay on mamas. On mamas out there in the Bay, homie. Oh, on mamas. Bay area. Yay area. Bay. West Side. Hey, man, all right. I'll see you next time, big dog. If I listen to Pimp, I can get him. Shit, let me tell you, I can get him. I got to listen to him more. I got to hear him about 5-6 times. I can do Pimp. I can do Pimp. Let me tell y'all something, man. We ain't never did no flaw ass shit, man. I can get him. I just got to listen to him more. Mm-hmm. I told y'all I'm going to 2 hours today. I don't give a damn. Let's go back over here on Twitter and stream real quick. I love this think piece they did. I'm holding on. Where's that? This is so real, man. They say once this barbershop chart got replaced by IG, the barbershop industry was never the same. The barbershop chart. You see that? Yeah, I'm gonna have, give me the number 13. You remember being able to go to the barber and point to that dog? Damn, man. Boy, we was in the best of times and didn't even realize it, man. That is so crazy. Look at this. This is sad. Some rapper She says she thinking about starting a GoFundMe page to ask the racists that don't want my black ass in America for money. Do you think they will donate LeVar? Yes. Hell yeah, they'll donate. Get her out of here. We don't want her ass in here. We gonna donate a lot of the money. Look at this, man. This rapper start charging $5,000 to hang out with him for the weekend. And you know what? If he is able to get that money, good for him. Look at that.
Free Chili Bowl, free Tay, rest in peace Marvin. Yeah, rest in peace Old Town, yeah, rest in peace D. But I ain't through it, I ain't me. Yeah, man. See my dog Bands, these bands, bitch ass niggas bands.
$5,000 to hang out with him for the weekend and $3,500 to hang out with him for a day. What the hell, man? Somebody gonna pay it too. That's the crazy part. I ain't even mad at him. Rappers today are known for everything but rapping. Have y'all noticed that? Some lady said that Jay-Z sold out Colin Kaepernick. Let's see. Let's listen to her think piece on this.
Purposely trying to plant negative.
Let's see.
Jay-Z allegedly did to Colin Kaepernick needs to be studied by the black community because this is how we keep on getting played. Today, Van Lathan admitting that while he was a reporter at TMZ, Roc Nation was allegedly calling Harvey Levin, purposely trying to plant negative stories about Colin Kaepernick.
Nicki Minaj's claims about a smear job that Jay-Z had against Colin Kaepernick. All right. I have to say this. I know for sure. I'm not saying it was Jay-Z. I can't say that Jay-Z did anything, right? I know for sure, that Roc Nation was seeding negative stories about Colin Kaepernick during the time that he was really in traction with Jay-Z. For sure.
And now we're going to run it back to look at how trifling it really was. In 2017, when Colin Kaepernick was sacrificing his whole career, Jay-Z was wearing his jersey on stage, dedicating the story of O.J. to him, telling him he was the best thing since sliced bread for standing up against police brutality. If you also remember in the song Ape Shit, Jay-Z was also saying, F the NFL. I don't need the NFL. They need me.
What the hell happened? Wait a minute. Did I do something? Where's my sound?
Jay-Z was wearing his jersey on stage, dedicating the story of O.J. to him, telling him he was the best thing since sliced bread for standing up against police brutality. If you also remember in the song Ape Shit, Jay-Z was also saying, F the NFL. I don't need the NFL. They need me.
Okay, next.
Tell people that it's not about Colin having a job anymore. It's about him moving forward with the movement without Colin Kaepernick.
I think we've passed kneeling. I think it's time to go into actionable items. I think everyone knows what the issue is, and we're done with that. Everyone knows what you know what the issue is. You know why we were kneeling? Okay. Do you know the issue? Yeah. Do you know the issue? Yes. We all know the issue now. Okay. Next. Where we moving on next? And I'm not, again, so to be clear, it's not about a job. It was about injustice. Let me bring attention to injustice.
And as far as I'm concerned, Jay-Z seemed very defensive in this press conference because he knew he was selling out Colin Kaepernick in order to gain his own capital and leverage the black community for his own interests. But back to the smear campaign. Because once Jay-Z became a partner with the NFL, allegedly him and Colin Kaepernick had a heated conversation. And all of a sudden, the news stories start changing about Colin Kaepernick. Jay-Z's now allegedly disappointed with him. People are saying this man doesn't want to be in the NFL anymore. And even Charlemagne, ironically, says exactly what Jay-Z says.
But you know how I feel after this weekend? I don't care. I don't know what Colin Kaepernick wants in regards to football, so I simply don't care. I support Cap in everything he does as far as activism. If he calls me to participate in his Know Your Rights camp tomorrow, I would be there. But as far as what happens to him in the NFL, I don't care.
And we all got glamored. Even Cardi B in 2019, when she refused to do the Super Bowl, when Jay-Z got appointed, said that she thought that Jay-Z would change things and bring Colin Kaepernick back. Jay-Z hijacked Colin Kaepernick's whole campaign. As far as I'm concerned, making Roger Goodell and those white men feel much more comfortable with him than they did with Colin Kaepernick. And it's the same thing he did at the Brooklyn Nets. And he tried to run the same game as far as I'm concerned. Even in the NFL situation, the story came out that Jay-Z allegedly was going to be an NFL team owner. Just like we thought with the Brooklyn Nets and how he got black people caught up in believing into that. And then once he got them on, he went on and sold it and went on to the next thing. And it really appears like he was doing the same thing with the NFL situation. Black people think that he was going to be an NFL owner, that the NFL was working with him to, handle these issues. It's really sad as a community how we allowed the NFL to do Colin Kaepernick after he sacrificed so much just because Jay-Z was attached to it. And they did it to him right in front of us. Right in front of
Yeah, like Jay-Z once told us before, I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. Of course, Jay-Z's the ultimate capitalist. And for anybody to feel like Jay-Z is moving like for the benefit of outside him and his family, you're crazy. You're crazy. And a lot of times we are so vulnerable as black people because we tend to get behind these niggas and you shouting black excellence and king and all that old shit. And they rob us, man. They rob us. So of course, yes, Jay-Z has always been for self. Always. I mean, I'm sure he paid a couple rappers taxes, whatever. But yeah, but basically he's been for self. That's why nobody could ever make me hate Dame, bro. Like, it's what it is.
I'm going to watch this cycle. I'm going to watch this cycle because this is going to be the cycle that shows how quickly they could get you to move on if they just throw some music in your face and throw like a big presentation. Man, fuck all them questions you're asking. Let me perform Dead Presidents. I want to see if it happens again. This will be an amazing spectacle, and I want to see how. So, already it's happening. I'll let you know it's happening. You're going to hear some big announcements soon, y'all. Oh, hey. We're donating this, and there's going to be a donation too. I'm telling you this. We're donating this. We're doing this for charity. You got to make it the Trojan horse thing. You can't look a gift horse in its mouth. This is where the give back comes. Diddy gave nothing back for 30 years until he knew the feds was on him. Hey, take your masters back. This is how it works. The give back, the philanthropy, the humanity, isn't he a good guy? Damn, he really fucks with us. Those moments are coming. It's going to be packaged with a celebration of the album, and it's going to be a complete media wash of everybody dick around the album, telling stories about what they were doing in 96. If they were selling a fucking dime bag of weed, if they were fucking stealing out the record store, if they were fucking cheating on a bitch. We're going to hear it all. And watch this PR run. Everybody, especially some of these media niggas who did not want to speak about or even, just have casual conversations about some of the things people are talking about when it comes to these people. They're going to be enamored with, oh my God, look at this guy. He's so powerful. Look, he used AI to recreate Reasonable Doubt. Look.
Oh, yeah, he ain't lying. I wouldn't be excited to see Jay-Z perform. As a person that Jay-Z was like my favorite rapper, I think, Kanye surpassed him up. I wouldn't be like, oh, I mean, he gonna release Reasonable Doubt. That shit sounds so 90s. Like, I don't think I'll be rushing to see a 60-year-old man rap. I'm just sorry. I just don't want to. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it, bro. I'm over it. We over it. We over it, Hov. We over it. All right, guys. We done been on here for 2 hours. What did you say, Samara? What is it? I'm here at work. I'm a substance abuse. My court mandate guy just told me that he needs to hurry up and get going before people get on. I asked why is that? He responded that he doesn't want to rob people. Wow. Woo, that's a rough one, Samara. Woo. Yeah, keep his ass in there so you don't. He just telling the truth. Keep his ass in there. Keep talking to him. You protecting the community right now. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get up out of here. This has been a real one. We did 2 hours today. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. And call me.